Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit. Just a heads up, feeling a little under the weather, so these might be a little bit shorter than usual. I'm hoping it'll be like when I just recorded my side, where the first one I was like, I don't know about this, but by the end of the third video, I was feeling pretty good. So hopefully that will be the case here as well. All right. I haven't talked to you. Oh boy, this whole experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind. Mysterious storerooms, damsels in distress. It's got the lot.
Could you at least try to make things a little more take things a little more seriously, Fender?
Hey, I can try. No, but seriously, I'm as keen to help Kay out as you are. She's safe with me. You go do your thing. It's not Kay I'm worried about, it's you. Alright. So we did... Have I talked to Kay? Yeah, apparently I have. Okay. I think we've looked all around. Hold on, what do I got here? Participants entered the storeroom one by one from the roof. They also left one by one through the storeroom. Okay. It's possible the murder happened in the storeroom during the auction as I put my phone down on top of my mouse. Alright. That's all we've got. Yeah. Okay.
If the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body to have been up here at some point as well.
Oh, well, yeah.
But think back to what Miss Hart told us about how the customers left the auction. Do you remember?
Of course. They came up from downstairs, back through the storeroom, and... Oh.
Exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery.
The question is, where did they hide it? The body was hidden so auction participants who were leaving wouldn't spot it. Okay.
Emma, if you wouldn't mind putting your skills to work for me now.
I'd love to. You just say what you need and I'll get right on it.
Very well. Then I'd like you to check for blood residue. A luminol test, in other words.
Sure thing. Prepare to witness the power of science. I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before. Alright, how about we test the ladder over there first? Based on Miss Hart's picture, I'd say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb it and make their escape, which means there's a high chance of a positive result. Stands to reason. To test an area, just press A. That'll spray a little luminol on it. Perfect. If it happens to land on some blood, you'll see it react like this. Ugh, it still feels super raw to see it just appear like that. Anyway, that's positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to really make it stand out. Okay. Yeah, that brought it out nicely. And made it feel that much more real. Anyway, I think you've got the gist of how to look for blood traces now, right? I'm sure there's still some more to be found, so why don't you give it a try? Oop. Got it. And that's how it's done. Take a look around and see if you can find some other places to test with luminol. Oh. You want to test there? Yes, I do. That's super fishy. Just spray some luminol on any place suspicious. Ah, there we go. It's charged with blood.
But how could it have gotten there?
Maybe somebody put something with blood on it in there. Well, we were trying to figure out... Blood was detected in a clothes box that was up for auction. Still some places we haven't tested yet. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Alright, what else is... likely... Oh wait, what about right here? You want to test there? Yeah, I do. Sorry, it's a negative. Dang. Well, at least it doesn't waste my time. That's good. Not really. Yeah. How about here with the money? Oh. Oh yeah, I guess I would want to okay. Was that? Oh, nope, there it is. At least I knew I couldn't be wrong. Alright, so blood... We got a positive. There's blood here. But how come?
Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say.
Oh, looks like some of it dripped through to the floor below, too. Interesting. Blood was detected on the secret elevator. It looks like it dripped through the floor below. I think that's all the blood there is to be found.
Alright, then that concludes this phase of our investigation.
Oh. Nailed it. Oh. You're not done. What do I have? Oh. Yeah, I guess that would go together.
Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. That this is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it.
I wonder who won the box in the auction.
I haven't the foggiest.
Still, it's a very helpful discovery. Now you just hold your horses there. There's no way the body could have been there.
What do you mean?
I took a look at that there box when I first got here. Looks to be just about the perfect size for a little hide-and-go-seek if the need arose. Maybe it would have been if I could have opened it. But it was wrapped in chains and locked up tight. And I ain't no escapologist. Murder happened just a little after I scoped it out, so nobody could have put no body in there.
Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd. Because it doesn't look to be wrapped up in chains any longer.
Huh. Well, slap my head and call me silly. Could have swore it was, though. The box in which the killer hid the body, traces of blood were texted inside. Kinda would have liked to add a lot of information added to that, because I'm probably going to need that later.
I think we've examined all we can for now.
Great, time to see what's waiting down below.
Taking a leg already, are we, Miles? Okie dokie. Hey, K-Meister.
Yes, Mr. Fender.
We're about ready to move out, so I want you to stick with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost.
Of course, I'll be sure to stay close. When did those two start getting along so well? Well, you know, once Kay lost most of her memories. Nailed it! Wow, we are quite the group there. I'm just listening to everyone make small talk in the elevator, and Edgeworth is just like, oh god, will everyone please shut up? Okay, Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber. Alright, so this is where... What? This is where the body was found. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh god, we've got like the whole zoo.
This room.
This is the auction room. No, this is the committee chamber.
Way to drop right into my lap, K. Faraday. You've got real guts, I'll give you that. Arrest her, men. Arrest her right now.
Wait, but she's...
As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out into the streets where they belong.
Can't do this. This is going way overboard.
Gumshoe, throw a punch.
Yeah, what she said.
Miles, this isn't looking good, I gotta say.
See how the blinding light of justice shines on...
Yeah! Yow!
Well, what did I do? You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain cowardly ex-prosecutor.
You weren't aiming for him, you were aiming straight at me.
Something keeps getting in my way. Something.
Yeah!
Right there.
Francisca.
So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor?
I still believe Kay to be innocent.
And we're supposed to care what you believe. You no longer have the right to an opinion. I am Francisca von Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here or now. But you chose to stop by giving up your badge, and so, our game has already come to an end.
My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped, I simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. So don't think for a second that my conviction has changed. I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was.
You seem to think you know what lies at the end of this road to truth. In that case, I demand that you show me. I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, I'm gonna get whipped. My whip will happily guide it. Yep, saw that coming. Whoa! Here we go. Francisca's current theory, okay. The victim used her keycard and entered this chamber with the killer. She was then stabbed with the candelabrum by the culprits and subsequently died as a result. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letters she exchanged with the victim. And we know the location of the murder is here in the committee's trial chamber. Blood on the floor in this room proves my theory. Game, set, and match, Miles Edgeworth, QED. Seems pretty confident, huh?
Heh, she doesn't lack the courage of her convictions, that's for certain. I gotta say, I can dig that vibe. I could even give her a no hard feeling. Yeah!
Pathetic. Well, Miles Edgeworth, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? Yes, I do. You really have found the road to the truth. Perhaps you'd be so kind as to point me toward it.
I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Francisca. I'm about to pave that road with incontrovertible evidence.
I already know what I want to attack.
Hold it!
You're sure the data from the security system is accurate?
Yes. The data's just like me, perfect in every way. There's no room for doubt on either front. Well, your theory is far from perfect.
I suppose I'm not going to change your mind on this so easily, am I?
Correct. As I said, the victim entered the room with her killer. Yeah, I don't have anything to argue there.
The stab wound she sustained are a perfect match with the candelabrum in question.
Yes, we know this. 3 wounds inflicted by metallic spikes of some kind in 3 places simultaneously. And you have to agree there aren't many objects that could do that. Furthermore, Grandma Hertz confirmed the murder weapon in her report.
Then there's absolutely no doubt in your mind that it was the candelabrum.
None whatsoever. It's the culprit. Yeah, it doesn't help.
Have you managed to prove conclusively that the letter found in the victims was sent by Kay?
I wasn't aware that there was any doubt on that front. Are you suggesting it was a forgery? Well, if there was any doubt, there isn't any longer. Document analysis turned up nothing. Nothing to suggest the involvement of anyone other than the sender and the recipient, or of any forgery.
No, you're saying that they found Kay's prints?
No, only the victims.
Well then, how can you say for sure that Kay did the deed?
Haven't you been listening? Document analysis found nothing to suggest the letter was a forgery. Face it, the letter was sent by Kay Faraday. A fact that more than adequately proves the identity of the murderer. The location of the murder is here in the committee's trial chamber. I think maybe it's the next one.
You can prove that the murder happened here in the committee chamber, I suppose.
Well, karma is perfect in every way. I don't know if that holds up anymore. Why did you forget that when you handed in your badge?
Here we go, yeah.
No, I actually have evidence.
Bam.
Gotcha. Sometimes I wonder if I should just start with that, but a lot of times you can get stuff out of pressing too.
If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room was located at the front foot of the Goddess of Justice's statue.
Better in the case of the divine. Brazen act even for a cold-blooded killer.
Except that may not be true at all. Take a look at this if you would. It's a bloodstain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committee chamber. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped through the room below. The elevator dripped down from.
Sent directly to the foot of the statue.
No, you notice. Then you'll agree that the murder cannot in fact have happened in this room. They put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above, and only afterward was she moved down here. The Goddess of Justice did not witness the murder. She witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks.
Yeah, it doesn't help as much as we thought. Why is she smiling? 'Cause you're dingus. Sorry, I was just thinking back to a very similar situation. Well done, Miles Edgeworth. You've proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought. Mr. Edgeworth is anything but a fool, sir, and you know it.
Youch!
Guts to Gumshoe. I would have kept my mouth shut. Have you forgotten the picture you just showed me? Or are you really that airheaded? Even a cursory glance shows that there was far more blood here in the committee chamber than upstairs. Ouch. Whipped and ignored again. Wish I could get some love.
Ow!
Tell me that all that blood dripped down from above, Miles Edgeworth. If it had, your storm stain would need to be 10 times as big. I I say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could have happened anywhere else.
As insightful as ever, Francisca, but you played right into my hands.
How so?
You're correct. There's far less blood upstairs than one would expect. The question is why.
A trifling detail in the face of my previous explanation.
Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom in the first place. Surely you don't think some spatter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you?
Wow, like some crazy fountain of blood? No way.
No way indeed, it's completely impossible. So how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amounts of blood observed?
There's far more blood in the committee chamber than the storeroom above because... the weapon was removed here. The victim was stabbed here. The victim was stabbed upstairs. The weapon was removed here. Yeah.
The victim died of 3 stab wounds, wounds that would have bled profusely.
Exactly. It's proven by the amount of blood we found in the floor of this room.
But that doesn't make any sense. Not if she was stabbed in the storeroom. You said there wasn't much blood up there already.
Silence, you half-baked harebrained rookie.
Hey, harebrained is a little... Ah!
The stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time.
Oh, I know, when the weapon is removed, right?
Precisely. I believe the body was brought down here to the committee chamber with the candelabrum still in its chest. And then when it was finally removed, it created the difference in the amount of blood we see between the 2 locations.
Why? What was the killer trying to do?
I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here.
Yep.
As we know, Miss Ringer's key card was used late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, I'd hazard a guess that it was used by the killer when they entered the room to create their elaborate setup.
Why would they have needed to do all this in the first place?
To set someone else up as the murderer, obviously.
Perhaps because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation. If they were involved with the underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed.
Left on the committee chamber, was it placed there to hide the existence of the storeroom? Underground auction?
You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items up there tell quite a story. One that should more than explain what was going on here last night.
Dear Miles Edgeworth, how desperately you want to prove your friend.
There's something just beneath the surface to this case. Something bigger than all of us. Kay's only crime was to have the bad fortune to fall right into the middle of it.
That's quite the hyperbolic claim, Miles Edgeworth.
Hyperbolic me? Surely you're the one making a mountain out of my perfectly reasonable molehill. You're working with Interpol on international cases, so why are you investigating a domestic murder? I'll tell you why. Because this case has something to do with the smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wound up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the something I sense isn't related to any of this.
We're happy to learn that you giving up your badge can completely relieve you of your senses. Scruffy here told me about the circumstances that led up to that, by the way.
Sorry, sir. I just, thought it might help, you know.
You did the right thing, detective. So am I right, Francisca? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working? Was the underground auction already on Interpol's radar?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you don't need to, and so you won't.
Then you knew, didn't you? That the auction was being held here in this chamber.
Hey, y'all mind if I butt in for a sec? Your victim over there, the lady in the white. You. Hey, let a gal finish, will you? No good butting in, pain in the you-know-what. Youch! Well, this leopard sure ain't changed her spots. Your testimony's not required, and neither is your presence. What do you mean? I'm a journalist. You can't... Ow! You're a liar is what you are. You lied under oath that one time. Seems like Miss Von Karma's none too fond of Miss Hart, huh?
I don't think she's her biggest fan, no.
What's she called? A ringer, right? She was a member of this here committee. Well, she's dressed exactly like the ringleader of that secret auction. Ow! Stop it! Stop whipping me, dang it! What is the meaning of this interruption? Miles Edgeworth, explain.
Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed. It seems they were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer.
But that would mean the victim was also the ringleader.
No, how about we just calm down, sir?
Seems I have some new information to consider. It's true, I came here to investigate the underground auction, and to arrest the head of operations, the auctioneer.
But if Miss Hart is to believe the ringleader is dead, I guess that means your journey here today was wasted.
I suppose it does. Nonetheless, I, Francisco von Karma, refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch, Miles Edgeworth.
Fine by me.
You may find that your whip will go sorely underused this round. I mean, it's not like she doesn't find reasons. Fine, I accept your little explanation. That would make the storeroom the actual scene of the crime, yes? In which case, the murder is someone connected to the auction. If the photographers believe the victim was the auctioneer, and the culprit was an attendee, the killer lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the auction of illicit goods was to take place. Then they stabbed the victim in the chest with a piece of merchandise, the candelabrum. There, does that about sum it up? Because I won't be accepting rebuttals.
I'm afraid you might have to. There's a serious hole in your testimony.
There is? I didn't spot any. Good thing you're one in charge here, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright then, time to fight back. You have to win this for us.
And I will. Time to take Francisca's testimony to task.
I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here. Recharge for a second, and then we'll destroy her theory in the next episode. Hope you're still enjoying this. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.